Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be all about the anatomy scan. If you're new here, I am a first-time mom to be, so I'm going through the learning curve of all this stuff, and I'm here to take you along the journey in a thoughtful, mindful, healthy way. So yes, we have our anatomy scan here later today. I want to make this video just because I didn't really know what that was, what is all involved in it. If you are a mom to be, then you might not know what to expect either. So I'm here to tell you what happens and show you, hopefully. From what I know, the anatomy scan, it should be about 30 to 60 minutes, and it's a little more in depth of an ultrasound. I read that they might have you do different positions, that it's good to eat or drink something a little sweet so the baby becomes a little more active, because the whole premise of the anatomy scan is to get the different angles and really get that in-depth ultrasound to make sure that the baby is developing correctly, that they have all their fingers and toes. They look at the organs, they look just at every single aspect. So I also read that they might have you do different positions, lie on different sides, and hopefully we can get everything that we need today. Because I also read sometimes if they can't see the baby or the baby's not cooperating, because sometimes they like to hide behind the placenta and they don't cooperate in the way that they hope. So sometimes you have to come back to do further scans. So hopefully we get everything that we need today. Also, if you haven't done genetic testing or anything like that, typically this is the scan that they will be able to see the sex of the baby, if that's something that you want to know. We already know that we're having a boy because we did early genetic testing, which told us that, so that was exciting. But if you opted out of that, then the anatomy scan is something that you would be able to find out the sex of your baby. Where we go is really relaxed, and usually my monthly checkups, and when I would do the ultrasounds, it's usually okay for my husband to film it, and he loves to capture that. So hopefully this place will be as cool, because I hope to show you as well what to expect and what it might look like for you. So yeah, I will follow up with you guys after our appointment and hopefully show you some good footage of it.
Okay. Look at this guy.
Oh my gosh.
Go get it, Cupido. Oh my gosh.
Thank you.
He's so cute.
Stop it.
That's a wiener.
Stop.
That's a wiener.
Yes. 144. That's great.
We love that.
Little hand moving. There we go.
Yo, what?
Okay.
Are you out of your mind? Is this real? That was his hand?
Yeah. Those are the feet over the head right there.
Look at those feet.
Oh,
Look at those little toes.
Face right there. This is the nose, forehead, heart.
Boom, boom, boom. Wow. That's his dog.
Yeah, a little hand moving right here, underneath the chin. Just chilling in there. Alright, so he is what we call breech right now, which is just fine. That is up here. The reason we documented is because we're going to document the left and right side of his body. Okay. He's got plenty of time to move, so we're not concerned about position. We just want to make sure that we know left side, right side.
I know the doctor said that I have an anterior placenta.
Mm-hmm.
Is breech more common with Okay, so we are back. That was actually a lot quicker and easier than I thought. We don't have to go back. They got all the pictures that they needed, and it actually ended up being quicker because we had like the technician doing the scan, and she was so nice and so awesome, and kind of throughout the way she was very reassuring. Like, she was like, okay, this looks good, that looks good, that looks good. And it was really cool and in-depth, like just seeing all the individual like areas of the baby and like the different sides of the heart. And then like when they're looking at the blood flow and like the umbilical cord and the placenta and all these things, like there's different colors, like the different colors signify like the flow of blood, so they can make sure that the flow of blood is right. And so yeah, what I was gonna say is it went quicker because typically they do all the scan and then they have a doctor come in and talk to you more about it, but the doctor had to go to the hospital for some reason. So we didn't talk to the doctor right after, which I'm sure would have prolonged the appointment. But since he was gone, she said that he would reach out, but it was very reassuring because she said that, she's like, he's not going to tell you anything I haven't already told you. She's like, everything looked absolutely great. So that was all reassuring, and baby boy looks good. We saw his little wing, so that was exciting. And yeah, didn't get a ton of footage. My husband got a little bit, but he was also trying to be present. It was just so fascinating. We were so in awe of seeing every little part of them. They like go super in depth. They show you like the brain and the heart and the blood flow. You can see their little bones. Like, we saw his little hand. He was like, it looked like he was waving. He was going like that. Saw his little toes, his legs. Gosh, I'm kind of jealous because the job seems so cool. I bet it's just so magical getting to see all these little babies every day. But the technician was so knowledgeable. She showed, so you're doing different views of the baby, and there was one that like looked down at his brain, and so she was seeing even the areas of the brain that was developing. And she was saying, oh, this part is where they develop for the communication. It was so fascinating, all this stuff that she knew. And I'm a total geek for health and wellness and all of that, so it's just seriously a miracle and incredible how all like our bodies develop. It's just so cool. And we got a little side profile, but it definitely looks like my nose because it kind of goes up, so that was really cute. So with all that said, I thought it was going to be more complicated than that, but it wasn't. She said he wasn't in the ideal position. I guess he is breech right now, but she said it's early, so that's fine. That they just wiggle and move around a lot because there's a lot more room. So that's not anything to worry about. And I had a list of questions to ask, but honestly, she answered them without me even asking it. So she really went through everything. We already knew the gender, so that was cool. We definitely confirmed he's a boy. And yeah, if you want, I don't know if I could post a link to a PDF because I had a PDF of questions. If I can't do that, then I'll just list the questions in the description below in case you want to know that, because it is good to make sure that whoever you're going to is thorough in giving you all that information. I'm in Scottsdale, Arizona, and we went to Scottsdale Perinatal, and they were wonderful. And then also, there wasn't really any prep. I had read little tips before the anatomy scan to hopefully help the baby be a little more helpful, because sometimes they're not in the best position, sometimes they don't move a lot, and sometimes it makes it hard to like get all of the angles. But they do have you empty your bladder before, so you don't have to go with a full bladder, like just so you have a heads up. You can pee before. I read that it's good to eat something with a little bit of sugar, maybe to get them a little more like moving around. I did have lunch, but I didn't have, well, no, I had a piece of chocolate. And yeah, it was actually a lot simpler. The whole appointment itself probably was about 30 minutes. It was really quick and easy. And then they got a ton of pictures because they're going through each little part and just showing each segment of the baby on both sides to make sure everything's developing. So as they're going, she's screenshotting, she's taking pictures, and she's labeling what is what, which was so cool to see. And then she said they're gonna send us all those pictures, so that'll be cool to have too. So if you have any questions about the anatomy scan, please let me know. I hope this video is helpful because I had no clue what to expect. I actually thought the anatomy scan was more of a 3D thing, which I was wrong. It's not that. So I don't know if that's a separate thing, or maybe there are anatomy scans that have that. I'm not quite sure. Mine just was the regular looking one. So I'll have to look into more of what the 3D situation is, because I was hoping for that, but I guess that's not. Well, anyways, thank you again for watching and joining me on this little fun adventure of life and creating life. And yeah, let me know if you have any questions. I'll post those questions down below, and I will see you in the next video.